Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with a quick update. So as promised, I'm going to recap Fan First Thursday, the last one of the year for Thursday, December 16th, 2021. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
So things got started pretty early here because we actually got some reveals before the live stream. A lot of people were confused as to whether or not the live stream had already occurred and what was going on, because about 2 hours before the live stream, we got wind of an upcoming Doctor Strange and a Multiverse of Madness wave, as well as a Doctor Strange Target exclusive, as well as a brand new Clore, aka Clone Thor, aka Ragnarok. Once they did kick off the live stream, they did recap. So we are going to get a Rentra Build-A-Figure wave that should drop before the Doctor Strange movie. We knew about some of the characters that were going to be a part of this wave already. Well, we knew of one, but first time for Sleepwalker in the wave. I see people already upset that it's on the Bucky Cap mold, or what seems to be the Bucky Cap mold. First time getting Wong. The head sculpt looks very good. And America Chavez, which has really piqued my interest here. This is the MCU America Chavez. If you don't know, this character kind of transverses universes in a regular 616 universe. So I guess she'll have her introduction in Doctor Strange's movie, but hopefully we will get a comic-based version of her at some point. And then we will get Blue Marvel for sure, as she was part of that Ultimates team that I'm always raving about. But yeah, this looks interesting. Then they recapped on this Target exclusive Defender Doctor Strange. I wonder if that means there will be an MCU Defenders at some point. I'm really loving what Marvel Legends has been doing in terms of giving us more accessories, more hands, more heads. We'll talk about that again in a second. But this sort of portal effect here is great. I will buy this figure just for the portal effect, to be honest. I think this looks good. Then they talked about Ragnarok, or Clone Thor, or Clore, if you will. If you haven't read the Civil War comic book, you really should. Even if you only read the main issues, there were 7. But seeing Clone Thor here makes me believe that at some point we're going to see a Bill Forster Goliath. And this looks great. First time they've given us the spinning hammer effect for the Marvel Legends line. The extra head, hands. You could really do some cool swaps with this. I'm looking forward to grabbing this and reviewing this figure. This looks great. Then they brought us up to speed on a figure that they teased prior in terms of something that was released, but that they would give us a new release for, something like that. But yeah, Ulick, which was part of the SDCC Thor box set, which I just talked about yesterday in a video actually. But updated heads and hands here for Ulick. If you have the first one, then that's great, because you can kind of do a relaxed look or something like that. But these head sculpts are fire. These look really, really good. The different hand sculpts here, this is what I've been talking about, especially with the larger figures, as far as giving us more hands and heads and more options for dynamic stuff and more options for sort of vanilla stuff. This looks dope. He's also packed in with a hammer here, and Ulick is going to be a Walmart exclusive. Then they gave us a closer look at this Baron Zemo, which looks very good as well. I mean, Legends was on fire today. We knew this was coming, but this is going to be a Walgreens exclusive, the first of 2022 from what I understand. Then they really threw us for a loop here by giving us the second Walgreens exclusive of 2022. I believe that's what they said, but we're going to get a grotesque looking Jigsaw. We haven't had Jigsaw since the Toy Biz days, and that 2-pack with Punisher. I'm telling you that we're about to get another updated sort of classic look for Punisher, and Paul's going to do the head for that Punisher. Pause. But I'm telling you that's going to happen. This Jigsaw looks great. All white suit. The head sculpt looks phenomenal. Legends killing it. Then he talked about the 20th year anniversary for Marvel Legends. We already knew that a new Captain America, or an updated Captain America, an updated Iron Man was on the way. We knew that from that first wave of Marvel Legends. We'd probably round out that wave with other characters from the first wave back in the day. So we knew Hulk was going to be coming. They showed us for the first time. Shout out to DGDX Animation, who did this little video here, and they revealed this Hulk with some brand new head sculpt, some minor tweaks to the deco. These head sculpts look great. I really wish though that this was on a slightly modified upper torso so that butterfly joint could kind of hinge forward and not just back. But this looks very good as well. They did mention Toad and that he would be on the way, but we just don't know how or when he was going to come. Well, we knew that it would be in 2022 at some point, but so far, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk. So yeah, I just legit cut out for like 3 hours and just went and saw Spider-Man Far From Home. It was a roller coaster ride. Emotional, that's all I'm going to say. No spoilers. Waiting for everybody to see it. Can't wait to discuss it on this coming week's episode of the ACBA podcast. But after Hulk, they actually went into some of their top picks for the year. You know, they did this last year. It was really well received. They've got some voting online for the fans and influencers and what have you to participate in. And then they had one more big reveal for us. The entire, I guess, first X-Men wave of 2022, as well as the Build-A-Figure. We already knew that we were going to get Vulcan on a brand new buck, so he's one of the characters in the wave. This is a character that I've had on some top 10 lists and been wanting for a while. Darwin, looks like they're trying to round out that Deadly Genesis team. Then, of course, the anchor figure, Wolverine. I thought this was going to be Wolverine in his astonishing X-Men costume, this kind of modern costume. I guess this is modern. I'm not really 100% sure what's going on here. I'm sure there'll be other accessories when the full reveal comes, but I really was hoping for an astonishing X-Men Wolverine. And then Sabretooth, a classic Sabretooth, basically represent his look from his first appearance. But I got to tell you right now, I'm not really feeling this head sculpt. We'll talk about this more. And wow, this was a surprise. I mean, I knew we'd get her, and this was a figure that I did request, but I thought we'd get classic Banshee before we got Siren. She looks good. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the windswept hair if that's the only head sculpt. So hopefully another set of hands and another head will be in the pack with her. Then we got a new classic Havoc with some great effects parts here. So again, Hasbro stepping it up, giving us some great effects, accessories with the figures. This whole apparatus is wild. And then we also knew that we were going to get this Maggot figure. He was teased a couple of streams back, and this looks great. It's on the bigger sort of Omega Red buck, I believe they said, or maybe the buck that they use for AOA Sabretooth. But this looks really good. I'm sure we'll see some additional accessories and stuff packed in with him that we didn't see here. And then finally, the Build-A-Figure. We knew this was coming. I've been teasing this. I've been telling you guys on my Instagram for months now to go back and get Skullbuster, to go back and get whatever reviews you can get, because I knew this guy was going to be coming. Bonebreaker. He looks great. Dwight is really proud of this figure. People are already saying this is going to be one of their top 10 figures in 2022. And then one final tease here, a backpack. Who could that be for? It's got to be some type of Spider-Man figure, right? All right, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year.